wife and I are approved foster carers, and we had for a long time had the feeling we wanted to foster. At that point in time, we didn't know whether we could have our own children, and we felt that we could offer a family situation and support for children that don't normally get that sort of thing in their life. We looked at our own backgrounds as well. I was brought up by my grandparents in an era where if your family didn't step in, the likelihood you would end up in a children's home like Bernardo's Place or something like that. My wife knew several people that were fostered, and it was just something that appeared to us to be a logical progression given our circumstances at the time.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
What is it you enjoy about it?
It's the interaction with different children of different ages, learning about them and their needs and trying to meet those needs and support them, and in the varying circumstances help their families as well.
So let's go back a bit again. Once you wanted to become interested in fostering, what was the process you went through?
We looked at various avenues, local authority, various agencies, and the best response we got was from Children First, which at the time was a very small and almost a family unit in itself, the way it had started and was set up. And we were contacted by them after we made our initial application, and the process just started to roll.
So what was about, because there are many other agencies, as you said, whether private or council led. What was it about Children First that attracted you and continued to work with them?
I think the main thing was they actually were the people that responded to us most. When they replied to us, it wasn't just a letter. There was a lot of information in there, brochures, information about what their vision for the agency was and how they wanted their carers to work. And it just felt that was the right place to go to for us. And
ongoing support?
All the time. We can pick the phone up 24 hours a day. They have a duty system. The supervisor social workers have a rota where they have a duty system where there's always somebody available, no matter what the time of day or night. Staff like our recruiting officer and training officers are there all the time if you've got any queries about specialist areas. You just need to ask.
Do you meet other carers? Do you share experience?
Yeah, we have a carers support group which meets periodically, about I think it's 4 times a year, and you meet carers that you've met before, new carers. Personally, I come along to the choosing to foster course for new carers as a support for the training officer, so they can talk to somebody who's got a few years experience and bounce ideas off, and you make relationships in that area as well.
I was going to use the term, is it a challenging job? But it's not a job, is it?
It's a vocation. I think you've got to want to do it. I've seen over the years various people have come into foster care and then they've left after a couple of years because they realise it isn't for them. It's not always a perfect fit. It's not something that everybody can do, but it is something that everybody can do if the shoe fits, if you wish.
And do you still keep in contact with people you cared for and years have gone on, and it must be a fantastic feeling?
Obviously it's entirely up to that particular young person, but we've got several young people that we've cared for over the years, whether it's very short term or medium term or long term, and they've remained in touch with us. Sometimes it's just telephone or postcard. Other times they live in the local area and we still give them an on-giving support if they need it, if they can ask for help.
So you would recommend Children First?
Oh yes, without a doubt.
John, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.